G'day guys. Alrighty, we are here with an Odyssey and we're going to talk about a particular option. So this is an option that stumps a lot of people when they first see it as to what it is. So first I'm going to outline what the option is, what is standard, and then what the idea of the option is and what purpose it serves. So when we look at the main door on our trailers, so this applies to the majority of our trailers, you've got a door within a door. So the idea of this is obviously to gain airflow. When you're looking at a pop top, your majority of your airflow will be through the roof, but any trailer we try to give you as much as we can. So the idea of this is that when you open it up, like you can see here, we can leave this during the day, and if we leave the trailer or on a night, we can just get a bit more airflow coming through here. Now, as a standard on all the trailers except the Sierra, so the Sierra will have what we're going to touch on in a minute as standard, but in every other trailer, so Odyssey through to the Aurora, this section or whatever section it applies to in the door will be a Midgee mesh. So that is always the standard, where it's exactly the same as everyone's familiar with. So your Midgee mesh is designed as a really fine material to stop bugs from coming through. It is a Midgee mesh, so that is one thing that gets asked. I know that sounds silly, but a lot of people ask, is it a fly screen mesh or is it a Midgee mesh? It's definitely a Midgee mesh, so that is standard. Now if we look at this one, and hopefully you can see this on the video, this has actually got an aluminium plate in there as well. So when you look at it from the back side, there's an aluminium plate that has been fixed onto this, and the idea of this is to gain security. So obviously a Midgee mesh is going to be good for airflow, but for people that know they're going to utilize this door a lot, and especially in most cases that would be on a night if they're asleep and they're leaving this open, then a Midgee mesh, someone could get through that. Now my explanation or a way around that is always that hopefully in our trailers you're that remote that there's no one around that is going to try and get through. But for people that want that security, this is what this is. So it's an aluminium plate, it's got small holes in, which hopefully you can pick that up on the video, but the holes are very small, but they would still allow certain bugs to get through, predominantly Midgee. So when we offer this option, we still fit the Midgee screen mesh on, which you can see from the front side, which means you've got a double layer. You've got the aluminium plate, you've got the Midgee mesh, which will very slightly restrict the airflow because you're double layering, but the idea is that it makes it more secure and therefore you cannot get through it. So just as an overview, standard is going to be Midgee mesh. Your option is to put the aluminium plate in, which is listed as the security mesh, and the idea is to make it a bit more secure so you can't get through this easily if you feel you need that.